being part of the mastermind, and any mastermind, I think, is really just powerful about having people around you that are going through the same things as you at the same time as you, or have even gone through it before and can help you get through it. Because I always had a lot of constraints in business, and I always thought it was just me. But then it was so great to have a group of people in Ben's mastermind where we can go, okay, this is where you're at, this is the problems you're facing. We faced that 6 months ago, 12 months ago, a year, 2 years ago, and this is what you can do to overcome it. So that was really one of the most powerful things that I've found so far in the mastermind. And also just having a supportive group of people that are having the same issues, because we all have issues in business and we all can celebrate successes together. And that's really what I found to be one of the best parts of the mastermind, and being involved in a group like that and having like-minded people around you all the time. The training and strategies that are shared in the mastermind I find to be really succinct and to the point, and some places I find they give you little bits and pieces. They'll give you one point and say, this is how to do it, but then they leave something out. So there's always something more to buy or something more to learn. Whereas Ben's strategy is he lays the foundations and then he builds upon it, and it just makes it easy to follow along with. And that's the biggest thing I've found. And the strategies as well are simple to follow, because they just lay it out and say, do step 1, step 2, step 3. And as long as you follow that, you can be a success. And that's really what I look for, and that's what I try and teach people too. But when I got it from Ben, I was just said, okay, this is so good, and this just allows me to get greater results because it's a system that I can follow. The quarterly meetup and events are probably one of my favorite things about the mastermind, because I am very busy, and sometimes, I try and be on every single call. Sometimes I miss them, but I definitely do not miss the events and meetups, because not only do you get to take time out, look at your business and see how you've gone for that quarter, what you need to improve upon and change, but you get to do it with a group of people that are just absolutely out of this world. They're amazing. And every time I come away with a new joint venture, a new partner, a new opportunity that I didn't have before. And for me, that's, to be honest, one of the best parts that I find in the mastermind is having access to those people and spending, 2 days together every quarter. It just brings us together and allows us to collaboratively grow our businesses, but also take a step back and see how we went for the last 90 days and kind of celebrate a little bit as well. The social aspect of the catch-ups is great, because sometimes I learn more when we're having a beer or a glass of wine over dinner, and we're having conversation versus what we do in the days. And it's just because we're entrepreneurs, business owners, all coming together, and most of the time the discussions around that, and that's when you're trying to form the JVs, the partnerships, when you're just chatting and you build commonalities with people. And yeah, I love them. I always get support from other members in the group. We get people reaching out and saying, hey, how you going? How did this go? And just following up, and we keep each other accountable. But also when you have bad days, there's people to go, actually, it's okay. We've had the same issues before. We got through it. Keep going. You're doing awesome. I posted up, I want to do an event, and have 3 people from the group message saying, hey, if you need support on the day, I'll come down. Happy to help you set up, things like that. It's amazing. The group really allows us to collaborate, not only locally, but around Australia as well. So I've got people here in Perth from the community that we get to connect with and we share business with. And then we also have people in other cities where, I have maybe an offering that they want to offer to their clients, and we get to share things and joint venture. And yeah, it just works extremely well, the way that Ben's had everything set up. Ben is a legend. It's funny when you meet him, he's softly spoken, he's just such a nice gentleman. But when you see then him lay out what he does for business strategy and things like that, it just blows your socks off. And basically, ever since I first met him, I was like, okay, cool, this is someone I want to learn from and follow around and gain as much as I can from him. The Mastermind has had a huge impact on me and my business. I was, up until probably 1 year ago, just working in the spare room of my house with just myself and really struggling. And now we have great officers, great staff. We have a great team around us, 6 people here in Perth. We have 5 to 7 people, depending on the month, overseas as well, that work with us. And it's taken us from basically the very beginnings to a business that's on track to do really, really well over the next few years. And it's just helped us grow exponentially. And that's why, Ben's going to be stuck with me for life every time. If you're still running the Mastermind, I'll still be there.